What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great day today. Um, Getting into this episode of GH, I like this episode. This was good. Look, I can't wait for Amanda Sutton to come back as Brook Lynn, but I freaking love Brianna Lane. Um, I think Brianna Lane did an amazing job as Brook Lynn, but it's time, I guess, for the other Brook Lynn to come back. Brianna Lane is amazing, I will say. As much as Brook Lynn gets on my damn nerves sometimes, Brianna did her thing. She made this character her own. She did an amazing job these last few months. So I tip my invisible hat to her. And I can't wait to see her in other things. I hope that another soap picks her up or GH brings her in maybe as someone new. I think that would be pretty dope. But she did her thing. She really did. Hats off to her. She did an amazing job. Um, so yeah, Brook Lynn is pretty much on her way out of Port Charles right now to get away. And Ned, he respected her choice to leave, even though he doesn't want her to leave. He respects it. He apologized to her because he felt like he was turning into Edward, and that's not what he wants. He wants to be different. He wants to break those bad habits, those bad family traditions, basically of going back and forth and, you know, bickering all the time. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want the type of relationship with Brook Lynn that Edward had with Tracy. He doesn't want that. I can't say that I blame him. But I don't blame Brook Lynn. She just needs distance. Everything that happened to her in that town, she just needs a fresh start. She needs to get her mind right, figure out what she wants to do for the rest of her life, and she feels like she can't do that right now in Port Charles. So I can't say that I blame her. But she bumps into Valentine and basically tell him that she's heading back to Bensonhurst for a while. And Valentine wished her luck. And after Valentine left, here's the shock of it all. Brook Lynn pulled out a pregnancy test. I said, oh, hell no. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no. Pregnant. But you know what this means? If she's pregnant with Valentine's child, do you not know the ramifications of this? Do you not know how major this is? Let me break it down for you. That would mean that this baby would be Tracy Quartermain's great grandchild. That means this baby will be Helena Cassadine's grandchild. That means the Quartermains and Cassadines will be one. Their bloodline would intersect with each other. It would be the same bloodline. They'll be one together, united. So not only did Helena get what she wanted when she finally got a child, which bloodline connects her to Luke, she has a grandchild that's going to connect her bloodline to the Quartermains. This is some good soap drama for your ass. I'm telling you, this is amazing. My goodness. I wonder what the hell Monica and Ned and Tracy and everybody gonna think about this. I already know Tracy gonna have some shit to talk. Her, oh my God. Her and Helena are gonna share a grandchild? Even though Helena, damn, I wish Helena was still alive. Listen, Frank Valentini, Chris Van Eaton, y'all need to get Helena back. Y'all need to resurrect her. I need her to be alive for this because this is big. This is monumental. This is some Lion King type shit. Okay, I need y'all to get her back. I don't care what you got to offer her. I don't care. Get Constance back now. I need her back for this because this is major. This is good. I like this. Y'all need to get her back. So anyway, moving on from that big news, we get some more bullshit. What is this like? What is this day? Is this shit on Julian Day? Because it seemed like everybody was coming for Julian's neck today. Like Leo got into a little accident, he had a little fall or whatever, and he's gonna be okay. Um, he's gonna be good. But it seemed like just everybody was shitting on Julian today. Him and Sam got into it because she didn't want him around her kids. Olivia basically tore a strip off his ass. Um, him and New Lucas got listen. Him and Lucas got into it because Lucas feels like he shouldn't be around Leo and stuff. Speaking of Lucas, apparently Lucas got a facelift because there's some new dude playing him. Where is Ryan Carnes? Because what I heard was this new dude playing Lucas is not a temporary. He's a permanent. I have an issue with that. I have an issue because my first impression of this new Lucas is a no. No disrespect to the actor, but he's a no for me. I need Ryan Carnes back now. Paging Ryan Carnes. I need Ryan to be back on this show ASAP. I understand he might got some other projects. That's all fine and well. I need you back on GH today. Like yesterday. I need you back here now. That's the only Lucas Jones I acknowledge. So I need that Lucas back now. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, so everybody was just jumping on Julian ass today. I was like, okay. So, I guess this is, gearing up for William DeVry's big exit from the show as Julian. Um, I thought it was a little messed up that everybody was coming for his throat. I mean, we all know Julian, he's an ass. He be working my nerves sometimes, but, I thought it was a little jacked that everybody was coming for him. And, he's sitting here trying to show genuine concern, for his child, of course. And you're sitting here telling him, oh, well, you shouldn't be around your own son. Lucas, who are you? Go sit down. Who are you? Well, I can't even call you Lucas. New Lucas, who are you to sit here and tell this man what he can and can't do, who he can and can't be around? Mind your business. That's for Olivia to for her to figure out. She's the mother, not you. You're not the custodial parent, so go sit down. Sam, of course, you want to sit here getting all up in Julian's face with your little self-righteous ass. You need to go have several seats. I mean, I understand, Julian has done some horrendous things, but Sam, you're not squeaky clean your damn self. Go sit down. So anyway, moving on from that. Carly, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by Carly. Of course, Carly does not want Jax to tell Nina about Nell being her daughter. Of course, she don't want him to tell her. Carly, have you even told Sonny about this? My guess is no. You still haven't even told Sonny about this. But you want Jax to keep this from his lady. Jax, you are already basically keeping a secret from Nina. You really want to keep this from her? That's going to prove to her that you're no better than Valentin at this point. Jax, don't listen to Carly. Don't do it. Don't do it. Tell that woman. Because you're going to have her spending this money looking for a child that you know is right up under her nose the whole time. Don't do that. Don't. As much as I would hate for this to be true, that Nell is her daughter, she has a right to know because it does open up new stories. You know what I mean? Like new storylines and stuff like that. So she has a right to know. Like, tell that woman. Like, what the hell wrong with you? Like, the crap that she went through with Valentin, with all his lies and his games, his shenanigans. You know all of that. So why would you put her through that with this? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Just know. That's just foolish. Jax, don't do it. I'm begging you, don't. Tell that woman the truth. Carly stay getting herself in some type of lie, cover up. Like, Carly just don't ever learn. Because we already know Jax goes through with this lie / cover up of covering up the truth about Nell's real parentage. It's going to come back and bite them in the ass. We all know it. It's going to happen. So anyway, moving on from that. So Valentin was meeting up with Martin and stuff to talk about custody of Charlotte. He's basically planning for the future. Just, in case something happens to him, especially when he almost died thanks to Alex. So, he's planning for the future. Making sure that, Charlotte is taken care of. Basically, he wants Nina to have legal rights to Charlotte. And Nina agreed to, go, to do it or whatever. Um, but she also told him to make sure that it's okay with Lulu. Don't just do this behind her back and stuff. Let's make it right and make sure Lulu's on board with what you want to do. I agree with that. I like that. It's respect. Lulu is the mother and she has a right to have some type of input on this. Um, Not the final word, but she has a right to have an opinion. But so anyway, Nina started telling him about Phyllis and how she thinks she should stop the search or whatever. Like Nina thinks that she should stop looking. Um but Valentine basically told her, you got options and to, not to give up so quickly. You came this far, keep going. I believe that conversation that they had was a precursor to them possibly getting back together in the future. Because normally, whenever Valentine and Nina talk, it's usually with hostility on her part. Like she don't want nothing to do with him. But she was talking very calm to him. She wasn't yelling at him. She wasn't nothing. So, she was opening up to him about the search and stuff. So I have a feeling because we all know when Jax messes up, and she finds out Jax knew Nell was her daughter and didn't tell her, her and Valentine gonna get back together. They're definitely gearing up for that. I can see that coming from a mile away. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, it's gonna be so funny because if Brook Lynn comes back with a little baby Valentine, I wonder how Nina's gonna take that. Like I'm just saying, that's gonna be a hot mess. So anyway, Chase, he was sad by walking, by what he saw walking in on Michael and Willow having COVID kisses and stuff like that. He was sad by it. But he claims that he's happy for her and stuff like that. No, you're not. You're not happy for her. Be honest. You ain't gotta sit there and sugarcoat. Um, but he was like, he's sad basically for what they lost as a couple. But he's happy for her. I mean, I get it, but at the end of the day, this is your own fault, Chase. You should have been told her the truth when you had multiple chances to tell her, and you waited for the most inopportune time to tell her the truth. So that's on you, bro. That's on you right there. Can't blame nobody but you. That's your fault. Be smart next time. Um. So anyway, Sonny and Jason are figuring it out about Cyrus, why he bought the hospital and stuff. I mean, it's obvious kind of why he bought the hospital. Think about it. He's a drug runner. You know what I mean? He's a drug trafficker. Buying up a hospital and getting rid of the most trusted, seasoned staff is a smart business move for his part because you do that, it makes it easier for you to put hand-picked people in place in the hospital so that way when you want to run your drugs or do your dirty money, whatever you want to do, you don't have nobody questioning you. You don't have Monica there questioning you. You don't have Bobby there questioning you. You don't have Epiphany and Elizabeth up your back every 5 seconds questioning you. You don't have that because you moved them around. You fired them, you moved them, cut their hours, moved them to a whole nother department. Come on, it doesn't take a rocket science to see what the hell he's up to for the most part. Like, and Sonny and Jason feel like, yeah, we got to shut that down. We got to stop him from using that hospital as his personal playground, which is true because you do need to stop him. The question is how? How are you going to stop him? That's the $1 billion question. Figure it out. Like, y'all been letting this man gain too much power in this town. Y'all need to do something and do it quick. Cyrus done got himself all up in a mess. Like, Sasha done OD'd at his apartment. He did not want Brando calling 911. He said, hell no, don't call no 911, get rid of her. Because Cyrus was like, I can't have her linked to me. Cyrus was panicking. He was panicking. Brando was like, nah, we gotta get her to the hospital. So he get her to the hospital and stuff. So of course, Brando called Sonny and stuff, letting him know about Sasha. So Jason called Michael, like, yeah, you need to get to the hospital. Like, Sasha no OD. So Lucas is basically telling Michael about the overdose, that she overdosed on something, but isn't sure what it was that she OD'd on yet until they get the test results back. Brando and Sonny, of course, had to communicate with each other through text message, not to make themselves look obvious and shit, because, obviously you don't want Cyrus seeing y'all talking together and stuff, so they gotta be discreet. Because Brando felt like whatever she overdosed on, it was way stronger than cocaine. Obviously, it had to be. So clearly somebody must have spiked it with something else, and it was just a bad product or whatever that they had no business doing. So Cyrus basically has to play cleanup at this point. He got to figure out, call his people, what the hell was that? There's a problem with the product. You know what I'm saying? Letting them know, snatch that product. Is something wrong with it? We got to fix it. Trying to do damage control at this point. He was ready to kill Sasha at that point. Cyrus was ready to pull the plug on her ass because he cannot at this point have Sasha live. He cannot, because Sasha can link those drugs back to him. All she got to do is blow the whistle and be like, oh, I was at his apartment when I OD'd. It was his drugs. That's all she got to do. And everything comes down like a house of cards. So he can't have that. He know he got to get rid of her. Problem was, when he wanted to get rid of her, Michael showed up and basically kicked his ass out the room. Because Michael ain't stupid. He already knows Cyrus gave her those drugs. Because everybody in town knows that he's the biggest drug runner in that town right now. All those overdoses and stuff all happen on his product. And they not stupid. They know that. So, of course, Cyrus started complaining to Sonny about Michael, the way Michael was treating him or whatever. Sonny just blew him off. He was like, get out of my face. And that shit was funny. Cyrus really thought Sonny was... What you expect Sonny to do? Sit there and go to Michael and be like, yeah, don't talk to Cyrus like that. And you think Sonny gives a shit? Please, he would applaud Michael for talking to you like that. Sonny don't care. Brando was trying to drag Cyrus away and stuff, and Cyrus was basically warning him, he was like, we're not bringing nobody to the hospital next time. No, we're going to cover this shit up right here. So of course, Michael had to call Willow and Chase to the hospital. Michael called Willow, and she and Chase showed up to the hospital and stuff, and he told them that Sasha overdosed, and basically she fighting for her life right now. Hopefully, if Sasha makes it through this, it's a wake-up call for her to get some help. Hopefully, this is your wake-up call. You know what I mean? Because doing that drugs and stuff, because nowadays you do not know what people are putting in these drugs. You don't know. You think you know what you're buying, but you don't know what they spiking that shit with. You know what I mean? They could be spiking it with something. You wouldn't know it. You would not know. Sitting here half dead and shit, and you don't even know what you half dead of. You gotta be careful when you taking these drugs. That shit ain't no joke. But anyway, this was a very good episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. I will see y'all all later. Hope you all have a great night. Peace.